Hi, this is Atlas16 and this is a video of Men of War Assault Squad 2. And this is a kind of a standalone expansion of Men of War 2. It's improved in many technical aspects, and there's also a lot of new content, as well as some of the content which was already there. And this also provide you the kind of experience that we used to expect from the Men of War series, including the skirmish, a lot of multiplayer stuff, and an improved engine up to a certain point here. But it's really an improved engine as opposed to a new engine. So what I'll do today is I will introduce you to this game by showing you perhaps the first level of the American campaign. Now this game is currently in early access, so what you see there is a beta, and as a result of this everything might be subject to change. What you will
Major,
perhaps notice in there is
the
that
Germans are
the
charging our
gameplay
position.
the same.
We must hold it at all
There's
costs.
many interface improvement which were not there, which allows you to better track your troops, as well as have a better understanding of what's going on. The texture have been improved a little. The AI seemed to be very similar. It did not seem to have changed that much. And the maps are actually much more detailed, probably because of the new capacity of this engine. So what I'll do here is at the beginning I'll give myself some ammo. There we go, I'm a squad. And how about dynamite, medic stuff, here we go. Now I'm equipped to play outside. And my troops won't run out of ammo too quickly. Okay, so this is the first mission. As you can see, my objective right now is to defend this place, and I'm actually well supported by a lot of allies, and the chance of the enemy actually piercing through is very unlikely. I'll be playing at normal difficulty, as you might have noticed quickly. Usually in that game, normal difficulty or easy difficulty probably will take you around an hour, half an hour to an hour to complete the different missions. The harder difficulty will probably take you a little more than that, and you can play all those missions in co-op, so that can be a lot of fun. And if you actually never played any Men of War, well, this might be a good one to get into it, because it does have all the charm of this game still. This is actually very similar to the previous one, but you know, interface changed. Like for example here, when I'm moving the squad, I have an indicator of its path. So you have a clue what your troops are planning to do, and that is actually a very nice improvement, because you're able to potentially prevent your squad from going into a path which will lead to their death in a very short time. Also, that gives you a kind of sight on the future, so that's pretty practical. Now those early missions are kind of an introduction, so they are rather easy. You will lose a few troops, of course, that's the whole point of this, and it's to be realistic and believable. And I think this game is certainly still, even by today's standard, even though it did not change that much since the original release, it's still the most realistic game you can have. Because first of all, the AI is very good.
HQ sent us reinforcements, including an armored vehicle.
In most RTS, you don't have that kind of AI, and this is a game which is very tactical. So as a result of this, if you use your squad like here to suppress the enemy while moving another squad to flank them, this will achieve a much better result than trying to shoot them from afar for half an hour. So this game is very tactical, it's very well done, and used to be the case, now it's the case in probably a better designed environment where they did learn from a lot of feedback on the original Men of War Assault Squad.
Look, here are some good spots to take cover as you advance on enemy positions.
Okay, so I have an M8, I believe. Yep, Greyhound. So I'll move it forward. Now, I haven't played that much to this game. I did finish most of the level at
capturing each of the 3 enemy defense lines.
easy difficulty.
Good luck.
So now I'm playing at normal, so we'll see how well it goes. Seem to be good cover over here. Yeah, it's because of the rocks. Okay, while here, I'll move over there where I will have an angle and protection for my troops. So unlike many RTS in this game, it's not only about statistic. Your unit, for example right here, I sent my unit through a rather exposed position and they were shut down. And it's not because the enemy has better stats, it's really because I did a dangerous move there. So what I'll try to do is suppress the enemy machine gunner over here, which seems to be the main issue I'm facing right now. So this game is a lot about playing tactically, playing safe, playing into a very believable and credible way. And now I need to heal my people, so let's see what I can do here. I will urge my medic to go all the way there. So when you're behind cover, you can survive a long time, but when you're in the open, it's much more dangerous. If you do any dumb move in this, it won't be... well, you will suffer from it, certainly. This used to be the case before, and now it's even more the case. The single player, well, the skirmish maps that I did try are very well designed also. It's very... You see that they really did work well on the design of those maps. There is a lot of detail and there's a lot of element to the map. And of course, for those which are not familiar or might be familiar but don't know about it, one of the main interests of this game over many other RTS is the capacity to actually manually control each unit. So for example, right now I'm controlling this vehicle by myself, holding the control key and using the WASD to target specific enemies. So for example here I can decide to shoot in that bunker and hopefully kill whatever machine gunner are in there. Of course it's kinda hard to shoot in there. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I got him. So you can order your troops to move and engage, so you single click like this. And as soon as your troops will spot something, they will shoot at it, probably stop on their way and engage the enemy. You can also order your troops to go into a specific area, as you might have noticed already. So you have an indicator here that tells you, oh look, your troops can go there, so you order them to use the cover here. And this is really fundamental in the gameplay of this game.
Yes, sir.
Because you can use your cover here. For example, this guy here, he was concealed, so I did not see him, and he shot. Probably my medic actually, which I should be very upset about. So my medic was killed. This is very unpractical. You can revive or patch up your troops, but only for a short while, so that gives you an opportunity to keep your troops alive, but that doesn't last that long. So usually this game is a lot about using your troops effectively, and in this first level it doesn't really focus on the main core of capturing flag to make more points, but usually you need to anticipate on the future. You need to call the right unit at the right moment for the right purpose.
Major, the enemy knocked out one of our tanks nearby. See if you can repair and recover this armor. It would go a long way to ensure our victory.
And of course you can
HQ
patch
sent
up
us more
any of
reinforcements
your
along
troops.
with armored support.
I mean, repair most
Reinforcements have
tanks,
arrived.
unless they are completely destroyed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I do have some reinforcements here. A Stuart tank. So I will try to move forward, capture the territory ahead of me. Just hope that my tank are able to suppress the enemy very well. As the enemy is suppressed, you are able to move your infantry closer and engage them effectively. And I think this game is really good on the aspect of suppression. Oh look, here my tank was right away destroyed. So it's really unforgiving. I had not seen a cannon, but apparently they did see my Stuart. So as a result, I already lost my Stuart.
Yes, sir.
For now. But since it was all destroyed in yellow, that means I can fix it, so I'll do so. I can see that they have an armored vehicle here that was destroyed.
Got it, sir.
Your infantry really serve the purpose of spotting stuff, while your vehicle become a supporting element, which will be able to deal with different danger. For example, the vehicle with HE round are able to destroy any obstacle, while with using the AP rounds you're able to pierce the enemy armor. Seem to have lost a few soldiers here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have a medic right here. I will patch them up.
Keep moving. Go.
Okay, there we go. They are patched up. Let's move forward and capture this place. There's a lot of infantry guarding the river over there.
Get ready for a fight. Got it, sir.
Also, each soldiers have a specific inventory, so you're able to either change or reshape the inventory that your troop has to your need. And ultimately, if you're good in this game, you can use a single soldier to do an enormous amount of damage. Sneaking around can be a proper approach, because as you can see, when you move forward, you end up losing stuff, so it's rather dangerous. But ultimately, if you're careful with what you do, you're able to preserve your troops, and you can effectively play a stealth game in this. Okay, so let's hope my Stuart is fixed soon, because those cannons are really dangerous.
Enemy is ahead. Got it, sir.
What I could do to take care of that cannon will be to make a smoke screen. So I just hope that smoke screen does work in the water. Yes, they do. So that will make it harder for the enemy to actually spot me. Now I'll make a glorious charge through the smoke. Oh well, that did not work too well. So yeah, that cannon is very dangerous for me. Maybe I can sneak around, but that seems very unlikely. Okay, they seem to be able to fire their grenade. Yes, do so, please. There we go. Cannon neutralized. Many brave troops did die for that. It's better worded. The steward is still being fixed. We'll order the medic to save everybody. There we go. Oh, another loss there. I will go save him. So as you can see here, you really end up in some tactical context, which can be very challenging. That's the whole point of this game. And it really is a very cool firefight to look at. And the battle can last quite a while, and ultimately one of the issues you end up running with is the fact that you end up out of ammo. But in this case here, since I didn't manage to destroy the cannon there, I should be in good condition to cross that river. Hopefully there's not that many more cannon around. Nope, I don't see any cannons. So as soon as that steward is ready and able, we'll move to capture that river. And also we'll be able to fix this tank over there. Here we go, moving. Now with the tank it will go much better. And this is really one of the rare RTS where suppression does matter beyond simply a statistic element. Because when you suppress the enemy in this, you end up making him go prone or crouch behind cover. As a result of this, he's unable to fire back at you. And since here any soldier from any capacity or quality, sure they might have a few statistical aspect to them, but ultimately doesn't matter who shoot you, you will ultimately die if you get hit in this game. So it's like a first-person shooter in terms of experience for the soldier down there. And this is something which is rather unique, because even when you look at other RTS, there's very few of them which push the action to that level of detail or experience. Now, depending the difficulty level, you can end up having different vulnerability to your infantry. So if you play at the hardest difficulty, a very few shot will end up killing your man. While if you play at the easiest difficulty, one grenade at your feet might not kill your soldiers. So there's a good difficulty evolution if you want, and that's also why highest difficulty lasts much more, because you end up losing much more troops. Also, different troops have different efficiency, whether it's the rate of fire or that kind of stuff, but they're still vulnerable no matter what. A grenade will kill you independently of if you're a ranger or a simple rifleman. Okay, so right here I will fix that Sherman. throwing a few grenades. Now you can see the timer on the grenade, which can be a useful indication of a signal to get out of there if you have a grenade at your feet. So you can end up really micromanaging in this game, which is one aspect that many players really love. But in my case, I don't micromanage that much. I kind of like just, you know, trusting my AI and let them suppress the enemy while I move other AI elsewhere and do the job. Here, there's one enemy in that bunker here, SMG. I think we'll have to get rid of that. So I'll move these two guys. And actually, I guess here I could probably show you the sneak element to this game.
Yes, sir.
So now I ordered my soldiers not to fire at will. And let's see. I will punch the guy, yeah. F7, that's the one. And let's zoom in. So let's punch this guy. So you can melee attack your enemy. you cannot really do that in many games. Now of course it's kinda simplistic, it's not a game of martial art, but if you play stealthy, you will be able to sneak around and kill everybody silently, which is a lot of fun.
Enemy tank defending positions ahead.
Of course, not all missions are designed in that mindset, but there is a few more that we might see later on, where sneaking around is the right way to go. Now my thing is under fire, better get it out of there, because in this game, if you receive one hit which has more AP power than your armor has in terms of armor, you're pretty much dead. So, and that Steward doesn't have much armor at all. So I'm just pulling it back, or putting it out of here. Now that Sherman is fixed, I can call in reinforcements from the flag here. You see the amount of points.
Excellent job.
That
You've
I
repaired
have,
and manned a
so
lost tank.
I can
that should give the Germans a nice little surprise.
bring another Steward. Steward is not particularly amazing. It dies very easily. Oh, and it's a tank which is shooting my poor little Steward. Okay. Now each part of your tank really has different armor value. As a result of this,
excellent job at taking their tank out. The battalion
shooting
granted you additional
specific
resources.
area can do more damage than other. Now I lost my poor Steward here. Why did you die? Now let's see. That Steward has some ammo, dynamite, that kind of stuff. Let's take his ammo and let's get the good weapon. I think this guy down there, I think he has an, oh no, he doesn't have a machine gun, but here there is a machine gun. So you can end up stealing stuff from a vehicle or dead infantry, and wait, there's no machine gun there either. I guess I'll try to fix it then. So we'll fix that vehicle. Now in this thing there's a possibility of having 5 crew. Each of those crew can roll 1 machine gun and driver's seat. So you can see here now actually it's 4 crew, or is it? No, it's 5. I was right. So there's a machine gun here, there's a machine gun here, cannoneer, loader, and commander, which is on a top machine gun. So this really make tank a very dangerous weapon. But in this game there's no overpowered units, because every units have some characteristic like the real thing. And for example, if you send a super strong tank alone against infantry, you will likely lose it because those tanks don't have good visibility. Now, I'm playing without Fog of War right now, but usually there is the visibility aspect which play a key role in this game. And if you want, you can play the single player or skirmish with Fog of War, which make things very difficult. Okay, I guess I have no choice. I'll bring a Steward. I'll bring infantry. A sniper. Guess a flamethrower.
Get ready for a fight.
Now, when you hold the left control key, you're able to directly control your vehicle. Now here you can change the type of ammo, so switching to AP rounds, because I did stun that vehicle over there, but I did not kill it. It just seemed to be turning in a circle right now. And 50 cal can actually pierce the armor of many vehicles. But of course that doesn't replace AP round. Okay, so I do have a lot of reinforcements coming in, even flamethrower. Never tried that yet in this. Now my objective will be to go across that river and potentially destroy those cannon over there, which will be risky with my tank, although Sherman has a good strong armor in the front. Maybe not as good as many German tanks, but it should be enough. So let's go across. I'll move my infantry. Oh look, my Sherman is already taking fire. So I need to make sure that the front armor is the part which is exposed. It's the strongest part. And if I want my Sherman to survive, it's best to not expose the flank at all. He's firing at that anti-tank gun there. You can see that it's very likely that currently my front armor is too strong for that anti-tank gun, so ultimately it's very likely that that anti-tank gun can fire at my Sherman all day long without ever killing it. Because the value of my front armor is higher than the armor piercing power of the enemy cannon. And this is something which is really fundamental in that game, because if you don't if you're exposing your tank which has an inferior armor to the AP power of the enemy cannon, well, you will lose it in probably one shot. So it's a game which really encourages you to play carefully. Okay, I do have a lot of troops to waste here. Let's play carefully. Usually the more troops you get, the more crazy you get.
Got it, sir.
And the more dangerous you are for yourself. Now, I did control manually the Sherman here to just fire an HE heavy explosive shell into that bunker. It did kill all 3 enemies. If I had not done that, it's very likely that my tank would have been much less effective at dealing with those guys. So you end up controlling personally a lot of the action, depending of course your level of experience in this game, but you can end up really using a lot the micromanagement aspect of controlling a specific unit. Even infantry can be micromanaged and controlled individually, so it's not only vehicles, it's really everything. And sometimes using your infantry yourself can really turn them into killing machines.
Keep moving.
For example, you can cook the grenade if you want, and what that will do is you let the grenade cook itself, and then the enemy won't have time to run away from it. So you can end up killing a lot of enemies in one grenade instead of just making them run around to evade that grenade.
Got it, sir. Yes, sir.
Now these maps are really well done because, as you can see, there's a lot of denivellation. Many terrain feature can really influence how the battle advance and evolve.
Yes, sir.
They're everywhere.
And there's a lot of details. It's really impressive.
Give them hell.
Fire shots.
I can see they threw a grenade. I'm able to run away. Oh, flinging the guy, shooting him, and he's down. Okay, I do need to get rid of those cannon over there. Now there's an aspect about aiming, is that if you fire at the target once, the second shot will be more accurate. Also, sometimes there's stuff in the way which prevent you from having a direct shot at the enemy. So you might want to destroy these things. So sometimes it's... you can see how I did damage a little the environment over there. So destroying pretty much all the obstacle instead of the target I want to destroy. And even destroying the building in the rear. The destructibility of this game is really great. And now I did manage to blow the enemy crew away, but the cannon itself is not destroyed. What I could do with this is potentially going to capture it, but first of all I need to capture this area. But as you can see here, actually the crew did fly around, but they were not dead. They just were blown up out of the cannon. So I still need to kill this thing. As you can see, it's a very difficult angle. I'll get him, I'll get him.
Bereit machen zum Angriff.
Bereit machen zum Angriff.
Munition. Fire it.
I think I will have destroyed the entire place. Will you please kill this thing? Tango. Okay, there we go. So that's a very, very, very good thing. So let's move my other tank, which has a lighter armor, but also has a good amount of firepower. Let's do this. And we'll move also a squad over there to provide suppression fire. While here I do have different units, which I'll deploy there.
Yes, sir. Ah. Got it, sir.
And now I'll run with the flamethrower. I'll get in the ditch there. Now you can see that the flamethrower is extremely dangerous
Ready for a fight.
for the enemy as well as yourself. And this game has a very good simulation of fire, so the fire does spread around on stuff which can burn, while stuff that cannot burn will probably survive.
Let him have it, sir. Damn it.
So the flamethrower did manage to kill a lot of stuff. And now that it is clear, it's time to clear the place from the remaining enemies. A good way to do so is to throw grenades around, which make the enemy bounce out of cover and allow your troops to shoot them.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. We have captured a
strategic go.
position.
Got it, sir. Major,
Set up defenses around our new field HQ. Reports indicate that enemy forces will try to retake this position shortly.
Well, I wish them luck. So I have new reinforcements coming in. Rangers, sniper. No points for a cannon or anything. Too bad. And now let's move my tank where it can be useful. I guess here might be a good place.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir.
I will also rearm my a different squad.
I need rounds.
Okay, they are filled up.
Fire at infantry.
I'll move into advanced position to defend this area.
Yes, sir.
So this way I'll be able to intercept the incoming enemies.
Got it, sir.
While keeping some good troops in the back.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
So it's all a matter of spreading them out very well so that none of them die instantly.
Got it, sir.
And also,
Yes, sir.
it doesn't really appear that obvious in this round because I don't have Fog of War, but there is a Fog of War for your units. The only difference is that right now I don't see that Fog of War as a player. But what that means is that if you're concealing your troops very well, the enemy will likely not see them, and which means that you can literally establish very effective defensive position where the enemy simply move in and you shoot them in the back.
Got it, sir.
So this is one of the rare game where you actually manage to have some tactical element to the fight, unlike many games where it's the stat that decide everything, and it's not the case at all here. It's really your tactic and the suppression fire, the movement of your troops, which are key in victory.
We have received reports from forward observers claiming there is a major enemy movement ahead. Yes, sir. It seems like the assault is starting. Prepare yourself to defend our new HQ.
I'm not sure if my Sherman might be a little too in the back there. Necessary to keep him there.
Get ready for a fight.
Now, if you play a single player, you can click backspace and you'll be able to adjust the game speed. So if it's too fast, you can slow it down. If it's too slow, you can speed it up. So, for example, right now, I don't really see that much danger yet. So I should probably deploy these guys.
Yes, sir.
So we'll deploy these guys.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir. Move out. Keep low. Keep moving. Yes, sir.
Got it.
Ah!
Out of ammo.
Now there's a vehicle there. Sadly, my soldier was seen.
Uncle Sam.
Yes, sir.
Got it, sir.
I guess my Sherman is well placed. There's also an anti-air cannon over here.
Get ready for a fight.
And so far it's only light vehicle.
Everywhere.
These are no big deal. The kind of enemy you face depends a lot on the difficulty level. At easiest level you there's not that much challenging stuff, but as you progress, you can end up facing a pretty strong tank. So you should not underestimate the difficulty as you set it prior to playing. Now you can notice that you can actually see the different squad in your army, as well as their status, if they are reloading, suppressed, or that kind of stuff.
Reinforcements have
So
arrived.
it's a few improvements to the UI, which are very welcome.
Yes, sir. You jerks!
Just doing some micromanagement there.
Got it, sir.
Also, one thing which many people don't realize is that you can let your troops fire at the enemy, like I'm doing right now mostly, but if you actually tell them to shoot a specific enemy, they usually fire much more, and they are much more effective at dealing with that enemy. So there's a benefit to micromanaging your force. Oh, this guy is really motivated.
Fire! Enemies ahead!
Brought in some cannon here, which blew up something over there. I will, oh, sadly I cannot. Some cannon have actually sandbag you can deploy in front of them, but it's not the case of that one. Well, I guess I should probably move it behind the foliage here, because as a result of this, it will be safe from enemy fire.
Get ready for the fight! AP shell! Direct fire!
Now, one advantage to spread out your troops like this is that, yeah, maybe they are a little more vulnerable, but you just spread out the enemy a lot more, which later on, when they face your good troops, they are much more spread out and less effective at suppressing you. So that's why I went with an approach of being spread out. Now, of course, the multiplayer is an extremely different creature from the single player. So what I'm saying here as a kind of tactical choice might not be true in multiplayer, because players are really smart usually.
Move, move, move!
And especially in a game which is rather tactical like this, and where a lot of people are great fanatic of it, I'm choosing better rounds to shoot that tank. There we go. When the hull is pierced like that, the crew inside is dead. But as you can see, one guy just replaced them. What, really? Sometimes they really say random stuff. So the static, okay, it's a truck. I'll try to blow up that small German Jeep here. Never mind.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
So they got my tank there. As you can see, the attack is intensifying. Got this tank with the manual shot. And of course, all the physics of every rounds you're firing at the enemy is well simulated in this. So if you're hitting an angle where the round will bounce, well, it does bounce. So this is a very realistic simulation of the physics of piercing materials.
Don't want to die.
Well, that sniper just killed 2 in one shot. That's another aspect. Even the bullets against infantry are well simulated.
Enemy is ahead.
Well, for example, I'm not sure. Let's see. Now, if I double click on the enemy, you can see here there's red triangles, and that actually show you the line of sight of those tanks. So tanks are really blind, and when you play with the fog of war, this is really problematic. Of course, you can have your infantry spot around, and that's the main purpose of having infantry. But a tank by himself is truly a completely blind unit. So that's why this game, it's very well done, because you have to have a good diversity of troops to achieve whatever you want to. Now, of course, that was already the case in the previous Men of War. I'm just saying that for people which are new to this or might never have heard of it.
Our reinforcements are almost here. Don't give up. We must smash our enemies for freedom.
Targets in the open.
Oh, damn it. Missed my chance. So I did end up losing my Sherman, but fortunately friendly reinforcements are coming in, and the mission has been a success.
Great job. You've made Uncle Sam proud.
So you can see that I did kill 607 enemies, 34 vehicle, lost 77, lost 5 vehicle. And that was it. Now there's another mission, which I will not show actually. I'll well, maybe I can simply show you a little the map, but I won't show you the rest of the mission, because I think it will just illustrate the good map design there is in there. I might show the gameplay another time though.
Today we have a huge task ahead of us. Your objective is to defend the outskirts of Bocage from a German armored counteroffensive.
So as you can see,
Our
it's a
field
very
HQ must
believable
remain ours at
environment.
all costs.
A lot of
The more enemy attack waves we survive,
well-positioned
the more
vegetation,
reinforcements
cover.
HQ will grant us.
So very well designed. Now that's it for the single player. Now you have 5 missions for each faction. There's 3 factions. Maybe there will be more later. I'm not sure, because there used to be Japanese in this game. And here you have multiplayer, which now supports Steam. Before it used to support GameSpy, and Steam is a much better system because you don't need to register, and GameSpy you really use to create a lot of issue for players of Men of War. If I host a mission, you can see here there's different game mode. So Assault Zone Extreme, Day of Victory, Combat, Skirmish, Frontline. And each of those mode have different maps. And some maps are good for multiple mode, I guess. So here you have up to 8 versus 8, which is a lot of player. Day of Victory, I'm not sure what that is. So there is a lot of maps. I don't know if they will import more maps from previous Men of War, but that could be a nice thing. I can see all the skirmish mode, which is the single player that you can play in co-op. And Frontline, that's a fun mode where one side need to attack while the other one need to defend. So this is Men of War Assault Squad 2, and if you guys have some interest into that, please feel free to tell me if you want more video of this, and until then, I'll see you around.